Ba-dum bum bum bum. Slap back, chat frat. Slap back, chat frat. Slap back, jelly frat. Slap back, jelly frat. Slap back.
Hello! How are you all doing? Welcome back to Slap Back Chat Frat. This is a Halloween special. I'd like to welcome the King of Kong, the Master of Pong, a delicious delight. Please welcome back Mr. Joe Webb, or Joe Butterball as he is also known.
Yeah. Yeah, hello, how's it going?
Very
Nice to see you guys. So, I am going to be brutally honest with you. I didn't do my homework this week. We always like to write introductions for the person that we're going to introduce, but I've been busy and I haven't done it. So I thought what I'd like to do is a bit of an interactive introduction, a bit of a kind of freestyle. So as we all know, the master of accents and improvisational comedy, sure, that goes without saying. So the person I'm going to introduce is Russ, but I'm going to ask him to help me out. So Russ, give me an accent, give me a location, give me a motivation, and I'll use that to craft a bespoke introduction just for you, one-time offer.
Okay. So I'm doing the work. This is what's happening here. I'm doing the legwork for your introduction of me.
Accent,
Yeah,
location.
Pretty much nails it.
Well, I think probably the accent, the best one we could pick is Pakistani, because I know that you're good at that.
Ooh,
The location.
you don't want to go with a nice little Australian number?
No, you stick to your guns, Russ.
It's a nice, unique accent, and it's got a great flavour to it, great Eastern flavour, which I think you'll pick out in your elocution of it.
You happy to go ahead with
Location.
the Pakistani accent? Okay.
Yep. So Pakistani accent. I think the location. I think Syria is probably quite a nice,
Yep.
refreshing location. And what was the third thing?
Situation.
Situation. You're on holiday, but you're not sure if you're in the right place.
Okay.
But
Yep.
you've had an accident. You took too many pills this morning, and so there is a time aspect to this because the pills are going to cause your digestive system to go into overdrive, and that's what you need to just work through dramatically.
Okay. Right. So. I'm on holiday. Hold on. What's
Where's the accent?
My voice? Wait, I was born in England because Pakistani people can be born in England. Huh? Okay.
Didn't say that.
First
Pakistani
heard-
accent.
got over that.
Worst intro
this-
ever.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Russ!
Thank God for that.
It's a strong start all round, isn't it? This is good. Sorry, Joe, I've set you up for
Okay, unlike Joe, I put some effort into this, as always. And this week, I undertook a little study into etymology. That's etymology. Stop me when you figured out the name that I'm referring to, and this is verbatim from the urbandictionary.com. Okay, you ready? So you can shout out if you work out the name I'm referring to. They'll rock your world like no other man. They are extremely intelligent and will blow your mind with some of the skills that they've mastered. Their hair is a pleasure to run your fingers through. They are strong, tall, and handsome. If you aren't nuts, they can drive you nuts. If you are, they can make you even more nuts. As a friend, they are indispensable. Helpful and loyal, so long as you keep... I'm just thinking this up off the top of my head. As a friend, they're indispensable, loyal, helpful, and as long as you keep them close, they will help you out at times. As a lover, you wish you could keep them by your side. The answer is Dave's. Anyone called Dave?
Oh, nice.
Isn't that nice? Yeah?
I think, yeah.
True.
I like
And
that.
what we know, but I mean, on the other hand, people with the surname White are frequently boring, dull, empty, vacuous, a human disaster to be around. So you take the rough move. Dave White.
Thank you. Well, I'd like to introduce one of God's own proudest creations, the savior of podcasts with 100 views or less. Name checked as an inspiration by Stephen Fry, Steven Seagal, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. If he was a Christmas present, he'd be a nice warm jumper in maroon velour. If he is an animal, he'd be a big fluffy bunny rabbit. And if he was a biscuit, he'd be a McFitty. He is Dangerous Dan Reed. Dan Reed!
Welcome back. Wow, it's Halloween special, so everything's gonna be slightly spooky. It's gonna be good times.
I just had like a power cut. That was like, I don't know if anybody saw like my light.
Yeah, just black.
It did. It was like, yeah, it's fucking mental. So already like spooky shit going on.
There's a little breeze running through your window.
Anything could happen. Yeah, it looks like a ghost is in the background there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, can you let me know if there's like anyone behind me? That would be appreciated.
Also, Dave, you're dressed as a serial killer.
Thanks, mate. There's me thinking I was just like looking like I was decorating. Yeah, this isn't paint. It's actually blood. No, that's more.
Why is it all white, Dave?
Oh shit! Yeah, I hadn't thought that through, had I?
You've nailed the serial killer, pedo, weird man in the woods vibe there. It's really
Covered in semen. Thank you. That's what I was going for.
Well, to usher us down our Halloween-themed evening, I have a Halloween facts game. So, for any of you gentlemen that think you know about Halloween, I'm going to read you some popular myths or popular untruths, and you've got to work out if they are real or if this is really a Halloween fact or if it's Halloween bullshit. Halloween is originally named after Lord Halloween. He repurposed the popular Celtic festival of Samhain, pronounced Samhain. Is that real or is that fake?
That is the real name of the Celtic festival. So there is some truth in that. So,
Okay.
but I don't think that it was after the guy. So I'm going to say false.
Okay, false.
Yeah, I'm going to go false. I'm pretty sure that Halloween is actually something like the all from All Hallows Eve or All Hallows Eve. Yeah, the eve of the Hallows.
Russell?
yeah,
Cool bullshit.
Are you calling bullshit, Russ?
Yeah, call it.
That is bullshit. That is Halloween bullshit. Okay, Halloween is more Irish than St. Patrick's Day. Is that real or is that fake?
Sounds plausible. Yeah, let's go with it. I'll go true.
Okay, Dave?
We don't drink Guinness, do we? I'm going to say false.
False. Russ?
Sound reasoning there. I think true.
True.
Yep.
That is indeed a true Halloween festival fact.
Even though we don't drink Guinness on Halloween.
Which is
Dave,
odd, isn't it?
Right.
Dave sniffed that out very astutely.
How is that then, Dave? Dan?
I don't know. That's just the information that's given.
You can't just make a statement like that and have nothing.
Well, I can, and I just
Why?
did. Yeah.
Stephen Fry would say this is the reason.
Just
you know,
because
you bring
it
up
says.
and there's no supplementary info. You've got to.
You're not doing well to going towards being the nation's darling with shit like that.
No.
You need to back that stuff up. Research.
Okay. Well, time is short in the writing of slapback games.
Very true.
Yep. Okay. Halloween. Having underage sex on Halloween is still legal in the state of Oregon due to an outdated law put in place by the mayor. Is that true or Halloween bullshit, Mr. Joe?
I think that's bullshit because I feel like that's a loophole that a lot more would have got a lot more coverage when planefuls of slightly.
Russ?
No, I'm going to say that's true because there's a lot of outdated laws that aren't enforced in America and in this country, and this could be one of them.
Okay, true. Dave?
Yeah, can't you shoot a Welshman with a bow and arrow after the hours of?
Isn't it a Cornishman?
Or something?
I think it's a Cornishman in Exeter or something like that. You can see a Cornishman on the, I don't know. So, Dave.
So,
Russ?
underage sex with a Cornishman is legal in Oregon. Yeah, I'll go for that.
Okay, true.
Was it a Cornishman?
No. I was just saying that we're talking about odd laws. There is one that is something like if you live in Exeter, you could shoot a Cornishman on the third Sunday of the Sabbath or some madness. Who knows?
I think that's just something that the Exeter police have brought in to retroactively cover someone.
You mean
Was it Halloween?
Sunday?
Oh.
Loophole Sunday, as we call it.
Look at
the bow and arrow squadron.
Okay, so that was false. So well done, Joe. And the last one, in a few American towns, Halloween was originally referred to as Cabbage Night. Is that true or false, Joe? True or false?
Maybe because they couldn't afford pumpkins, so they had to carve a cabbage.
Oh, the cabbage.
I love the idea of carving a cabbage. That is hard going.
Can't we get a pumpkin, Mummy? No. Carve your cabbage.
Couldn't afford a pumpkin this year. You've got to carve a cabbage.
Yeah, but the potato has a greater propensity to be carved, Mother. You're not having a potato.
Do you think we're made of potatoes?
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's go for cabbage night.
Cabbage night, yeah. Dave?
Cabbage is scary.
Yeah. I'm thinking of. I'm going to put a number of cabbages out on my front garden wall on Halloween and scare the children with my carved cabbages.
Russ? Oh, so you in Joe?
That's the truth.
True. Yeah. Dave?
I'm going to go false, just to
False.
be contrary on this one.
That is in fact true. True. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Joe's
Why is it called? Why was it called Cabbage Night then, Dan?
Oh, because when they on Halloween, around the time of Halloween, there was a lot of cabbages that needed eaten up, and fucking on they got. So Cabbage Night was born.
Yeah.
God bless them. God bless their special ways. So that is the Halloween fact game.
Very nice.
Yeah, just a little, just topical game for you.
Totally topical.
Totally. Bang on trend.
So
Ahead of the trend.
ahead of the
Halloween
trend.
next week.
Oh, funny you should mention topical games, because I have a topical post-it game. If that's okay, shall I crack on?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it, Dave.
Crack on.
So my game is I'm gonna need a pad to score you. Just get my trusty pad together. So my game's is an improvisation game, storytelling game. You will each pick a location, monster, and hero/heroine, which you will be, and you will have 1 minute and 30 seconds, which I will program into my phone, to tell a story about these monsters attacking your hero/heroine in the location that you choose. And you will be awarded points by me in a very subjective fashion. But I want you to try and use as many horror, Halloween, scary cliches as possible. Things like he's behind you, or I don't want to give you get the idea. So
Is that
That's
a cliche?
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not. That's more of a pantomime cliche, isn't it? I don't know, a creaking door, but I don't
Yeah.
want to say any more because I don't want to take them away from you. But
Fair enough.
yeah, there'll be no points for creaking doors.
Okay.
I don't think it right. So I'm gonna round. 1 minute 30 seconds. So who would like to go first?
Russ, you're good at improvisation.
One of the best, yeah.
Okay, done.
Okay.
You need to
So
laugh because you set often the best. You hold them back. You sacrifice your weakest players first. So you might
Well,
want to.
you're thinking of war, but what better way to start a game than for us to see how it should be done and then model ourselves on your excellent performance. Anyway, so that's sorted anyway. So let's just crack on.
okay.
Why-
Okay.
Tim.
What? I think that Dave, let's do this because I mean, between you and I, it's going to work better if you and I do this to start with, and the other guys watch on.
Okay, I think I think that's right. I think this is one of those times where you are best as the cannon fodder, as it were.
Well, let's call it cannon fodder when it's an exemplar. Let's label it as it is, and that is it's like Sir Laurence Olivier stepping the boards, showing Dustin Hoffman what to do. Act 1.
Okay, so if you want to pick a number from 1 to 3, I will give you the location/scenario for your story.
Okay, 1.
Okay, number 1, you are in a discount supermarket. Another number from 1 to 3, because this will be what monster attacks you.
Okay, 3.
It's a bunch of werewolves.
Okay.
And now, the most important bit, to pick your character, your hero/heroine, 1 to 3.
2.
Well, it's the one that's most like you. It's the heroic yet sensitive jock.
Jock. Okay, fair enough.
So remember,
Recap those things.
you are a heroic yet sensitive jock doing a
Yeah.
bit of late night shopping in your local
Okay.
discount supermarket when all of a sudden a group, a pack, an assemblage of werewolves attack. Tell me the story, tell me the scene, as much horror, Halloween cliches as you can. Points will be awarded for whatever I feel like. 90 seconds, go.
Okay, so I just finished a game of basketball on the court, and on my side was Michael J. Fox, and he's a lovely guy, and we were just playing b-ball, and at the end of the match, he just went home. That worked out quite nicely. So I went to the supermarket at the end of the evening, and the supermarket doors they creaked open. The supermarket.
Poetry in motion.
So I'm into the supermarket, and ironically, there's a lot of Halloween items on display. So there's broomsticks, and there's fiddlesticks, and there's pumpkins, and there's Halloween costumes.
I'm only giving you 1 point. You can't just list as many Halloween items.
And there's bats' wings, and there's spooky trees. And these are all in the foyer area. And so I'm just about to go and buy some protein shake because I need to build up maintain my muscles for the basketball match, when I get set upon by some werewolves, and I bash them over the head with a French stick, and the stick breaks and it creaks, and it's like.
You've already had a creaking point.
But did I tell you this? The moon was full, and it was a dark night, And as the moon went over the horizon of Aldi, a werewolf did howl, and it turned out it was Michael J. Fox. He turned into Teen Wolf. He came. I howled back at him because we're in a team called the Wereboys. He came to my rescue and killed all the other werewolves. And you might say it was a story to remember.
Excellent. I gave you a bit more time because I don't think 90 seconds was enough for that. Just that's that eloquent. So we're going to be two and a half minutes. I think was that was good. I've been making notes of your points, and that's a fine effort for the cannon fodder. Dan, how would you feel about going there?
Yep. All right.
Okay, and I'll top the points later on. So, if you could give me for your scenario,
4,
2 or 3, please. 3. You are in the sexual health clinic, and a number 1 or 2 for your monster attack.
1.
Zombies in the sexual health clinic. And a number 1 or 3 for your hero/heroine.
3.
Yes, you are the sexy, slightly ditzy cheerleader. So, welcome to the sexual health clinic, where our sexy, slightly ditzy cheerleader heroine is dealing with a zombie attack. You have 2.5 minutes, as many horror cliches as you can fit in there. Go.
I was just in the shower block, just having a lovely shower, just all naked on my own, just showering up, and then I noticed as I looked down there was a small rash. So I thought, oh no, what's this? Best go to the sexual health clinic. So I'm walking along, and it's a moonlit night, and I can hear some rustling in the trees, and I think I'm gonna go and have a quick look in there on my own just to make sure if there's anything bad. So I just have a little wander through, and there's an ominous fog coming up from the trees and around the area, and I head left, and I see it lit by the moon, a sexual health clinic. And as I go in, I notice there's some undead sexual health clinic people that seem to be lurching towards me. And so I get I go into the storage closet, and there is an axe. So I take my axe and I run through the sexual health clinic, but oh dear, I drop the axe because I'm quite a ditzy young lady, and I go to pick it up. I'm all right. I grab it, walk off slowly.
Thank God.
It's all okay.
Pick it up.
It's all right. It's all okay. So I make my way through the place, hacking up these people, and then find myself locked in a room, trapped with like people clawing at the door, and I just hold up. I'm safe. Stay there. There's nothing else to do. All is well.
Okay. You had a bit more time, but we'll call it there. I mean, it's not quite the exciting crescendo that the crowd was hoping for. You being holed up safely in a room, but
It all ended well.
I like the fact that you've got and they all lived happily ever after. I like the late night sexual health clinic as well. I remember I had one of those. Obviously, they never opened when you want them. Okay, so Joe, that means your scenario is picked by default, which is the best way. You are in a working man's club, and your monster attack is vampires in the working man's club, and you are a smart but slightly terrified geek. So,
Okay.
2.5 minutes.
Stretch for this one.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes. Do it.
I was just sat at home and minding my own business by myself, without any friends, because I am a smart, socially afraid geek. when the telephone rings. Bring, 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 it seemed to say. I picked up the telephone, and on the phone was a gruff northern man who said, "Can you come down to my club and sort the computer systems out?" I said, "Who is this?" It was the owner of a reputable chain of working men's clubs that spread all across the north, from Manchester to Lancaster, the whole gamut. I forgot to mention that I'm an IT worker, so there's a little bit of backstory for you. As I set off in my Volkswagen Golf 2.2 GTI,
Detail.
the roads were clear, ominously clear. A fog was rolling in across the A36. The trees seemed to silhouette against the moon, as if to say, "Ooh," and "Ooh." There was rustling in hedgerows. There were strange noises, creatures of the night. But as I turned to see them, they were in my peripheral vision. As I turned to see them, they disappeared like dust on the wind. As I got to the men's club, I walked through the door, the creaking door, and in there I was greeted by a sight. There were 100 men, all working, as I believe happens in these clubs. Different kinds of jobs. One man was busy doing calligraphy at a table. Another man was fixing a fuse box. And I thought, okay, absolutely normal for this kind of club. I was ushered to the back of the room where there was an Apple Mac computer. I thought, he's doing well. As I started to type my code into the computer to fix the IT problem, which had been given to me earlier, I noticed something interesting about the working men.
15 seconds.
They were all biting young virgins, and then they descended on me and said, "I smell another virgin." Backstory: I'm a virgin. What could I do? I only had an Apple Mac, and that, as everyone knows, is a very flimsy hitting tool. So I wrote the most powerful code that I could find. So Java erupted out of the Apple Mac and gave them all a kind of computer virus, and then they all grew into productive members of society.
Okay, thank you very much. That is a very strong finish. Okay, I'm going to just tot up those points. So if maybe we could move on to another feature, and I'll maybe come back for a little review when I've totted up said points. But a very fine effort.
Very good. Very good.
Very, very good. Very strong. Very strong.
Okay, gents, I have a game. I've got another game. Just like in the movies, when a hero is about to best his hero, a witty sign-off is an impressive thing. So I'm going to put you gentlemen through the paces with a sign-off challenge. I'm going to give you a rapid fire, and you've got to have a scenario, and you're going to give it a witty sign-off or / monologue to end the scene. So the first one, does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so the first one is a fireman putting out a big fire. That's his as he finishes.
Oh, is that to all of us?
Yeah, so it's like rapid fire. Basically, everyone can just go in, and it will be judged on whose is the best.
Do you only get one go at it?
No, you just rapid fire. Just bang. You can just.
So run us through the scenario again.
The first scenario is a fireman putting out a big fire. So as he finishes.
I knew you were nothing more than just a little squirt.
Nice. It begins, and the way it's judged, right, is as a group. It's new champion woo, old champion boo. So it's like the best one goes up against the next one. So like whatever the best concurrent one is goes against. It'll be like that versus the next one now.
I got one.
Okay.
So he puts it out, and then he turns to camera, winks, and goes, "What a way to go!"
That's the best.
Fireman puts the fire out, looks to camera, and says, Put the dampeners on him.
That's another good one. Yeah.
Well, it depends what. I mean, if what he's just put out is so it's a brothel, presumably. I'm guessing that you haven't. It's
Well, obviously it's a brothel.
I mean, but I guess if that has happened, he says, and that's hose for you, and that's hose for me. He slings it.
Okay, right. So, what do we reckon the best one of that round was as a group?
I have to go with Joe. What a way to go. What a way to go.
Yeah, Russ, what do you think?
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
What a way to go. Okay, right. The next one. A secret agent beating his nemesis by the name. The nemesis is called the Count of Twatfordshire.
So the secret
As a secret agent,
superhero.
a secret
Oh,
agent
secret agent.
beats his nemesis, and the nemesis is called the Count of Twatfordshire.
In the style of Roger Moore, that's him out for the count.
That's good. Yeah.
He could then move to the camera and say, "You won't be counting on that cunt anymore."
Did you just say cunt?
Well,
My God, points all
Roger
round.
Moore, the 21st century.
Roger Moore would never say cunt.
But you have to take a bit more of a route to get to mine. But with mine, it would be he would look to camera, wink, obviously, as always, and say, aristocracy, well, they say they're all inbred, but he's in dead.
Fucking hell.
I don't mind. I don't mind if it becomes quite monologue-y. You can have like a. You can have as long, almost as long as you feel you want to have. So it doesn't have to just necessarily be a short one. Okay. So are we
Well,
got...
you might say that's. Let's say. So he kills. Is he killing him? Or is he just defeating him? He's killed him. Okay, so he might say, well, that monarchy has fallen asunder. That's the end of that reign.
I like it. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it.
I like that a lot. It's like an anti catchphrase.
I think my vote would go with Russ. Dave?
My vote's going to go for me.
Okay. That's the spirit.
What was Dave's one again? What was your one?
I can't remember.
Out for the
count.
Out for the count, yeah. Okay. Alright,
I think Dave's one. That's a good one.
a father beating his son at tennis.
Something like, that's love, no love.
He might say, "There's no love lost between us, son."
Oh, that's better. That's improved. Yeah. How about, yes, I win.
In your face! You'll never beat me.
Well, I meant that shot. I never meant to have you.
Yeah. Okay.
You truly Wimbledon.
I think Joe's picked
You might
it.
say, "Well, the racket's over now, son." Your racket is over now, son. Juice.
I think Russ has taken it. That's good. Okay, the next one. The next one is a thief at a biscuit factory.
A thief at a
That takes
biscuit
a
factory.
Yeah.
What,
He'll
you're
say
gonna
that
say
takes
that
a
takes a
biscuit.
biscuit. Yeah.
Say again. Oh, that takes the biscuit.
I
Nice.
really take the biscuit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most obvious one. But,
Go beyond. Go deeper.
okay. I've stolen the custard cream of the crop.
You are chocolate Bourgogne.
Yeah. I've stolen so many biscuits, I'm going to be rich.
Ah! Very nice.
You've been hobnobbed.
You've been hobnobbed. Even though he might say, taxi.
Old school, I like it.
You've got to get out of there quick.
Okay.
His friend could say to him, "Yeah, do you want to steal the Bourbon?" And he goes, "No, I'm in this for the money. I'm going to go for the millionaire shortbread."
Oh, we're straying into cakes now, are we?
Okay. A cat burglar being caught.
Cat burglar being caught. Oh, you caught me by a whisker.
Sorry, pussycat, it's time for you to be spayed.
A cat burglar. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it, Dave. I think you got it.
This is one cat that ain't gonna get the cream.
Ooh, he might say, I've got 9 lives because I've got away with this. This is the 9th burglary.
Yeah, just a bit of backstory. So I
Clarify.
Joke's on you, mate.
yeah.
Okay.
Get me out of here.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Okay. Danny Dyer after you beat him at a fun wrestle.
Oh, that's a tough one. Danny Dyer after you beat him at a fun wrestle.
He'd be like, ooh, I don't believe it. Let me investigate further.
He would just do a documentary about thumb wrestling to try and get to the bottom of what's going on in this thumb wrestling. I'd set about the streets of London to find out what's all that about.
This guy's got a fucking thumb the size of a fucking ass, man. I could live in that thumb. It's got like a des res. It's got like 3 bedrooms and a fucking kitchen.
I love it when a house has got a kitchen. Okay. Shaquille O'Neal when you caught him stealing post-it notes from your local post office.
They're getting more niche, aren't they?
Yeah. That's...
You'd say this is a shack attack of the SH1Q postcodes in my area. Stop it. You'd say, oi, Shaq, you're a basket case. Get off the court of letters, which determines which location is placed in an area in the country. Slam dunk.
You brought it right back at the end. Yeah, I got nothing for that. I can't think of anything.
Is during a game of football and you score an own goal.
Well, surely you'd go, "Oh, that was a real own goal." Literally.
I'm sorry, I thought we were playing billiards.
You'd say, I've really taken one for the team there.
Or you turn to your teammates and go, well, at least I scored. Hey, guys. Wah, wah, wah.
Lads, the last time I played football, I killed everybody on my team.
Or you'd say, I had this dream last night that I scored a goal, and the funny thing about the dream was I scored it in my own goal. You could say it was fantasy football.
Some nice shoehorn in there, Russ.
Or you could score a really obvious own goal and then turn to your team and go, like, am I making this up, or did we say that whoever scores an own goal has to get bummed in the showers? I'm sure someone said that.
Bringing your own life experience into that one. It's nice.
Well, Russ, you know, you tell yourself whatever story you need to tell yourself about bumming me in the showers, but
whatever gets you hard.
oh, it's for the goal. I'll do it.
You'd say football's, if you kicked it in the direction, presumably again, you kicked it in the direction of your own goal, and that's where you then you reside in the distance there, and you walk off in the same direction, and you'd say, football's coming home.
Or you could get the ball and scream at it, you really crossed the line this time.
Okay, well there you go. That's the new game. That's called Sign Off. I like it very much. Very
That was
nice.
a good game.
Yeah.
Great game.
Right. So, Joe, I believe you might have a game if I'm not mistaken.
I'm just gonna. I've totaled up the scores from the Halloween theme game. If maybe I could interject. So I'm going to go in reverse order. So tough job going first, Russ. Always difficult. Some good points, well earned for Halloween items, but I only gave you one for that. You can't just list things in
The 8 items.
Yeah,
of
can't
Halloween
just.
related.
Gave you a point for Michael J. Fox and creaking doors, full moon and howling. You end up with a total of 7. It's a strong start, strong effort. In second place, with 8 points, was Dan. Particularly like the mention of a naked cheerleader. I almost took a point off for a rash, but it was in context. You threw in some nice natural phenomena, moon, fog, yeah, like that. Also with the axe and the hacking and the trapness. And the zombie staff, I like the idea. I'm sure I've been in some sexual health clinics where the staff have seemed like zombies. But the winner is Joe, who really came in very, very strongly, and I think, you know, probably would all agree with the best story. Even throwing in song titles, classic rock, Dust in the Wind, I like that. That got an point for me. The scary phone call a la Scream, some nice mentioning of specifics, the VW Golf and the A36, that appealed to my desire for precision. Finished off with a geek solution. You also mentioned virgins, a complete misunderstanding, lack of understanding of whatever happens in a working man's club. Yes, they all do calligraphy in working man's clubs, Joe. But you finished with a total of 13, so very well done,
Wow.
Joseph Webb.
Thank you very much.
Good.
Well done.
Okay, so I'm reprising that classic game that we all know and love, I Will Survive.
Hooray!
So I give you a scenario, and you have to tell me how you would survive it in 60 seconds. And the answers which correspond best to internet pages detailing the particular kind of scenario you need to survive, the one who kind of correlates most answers to that wins. So whatever they say on the internet, basically whether it's right or wrong, that's what you have to match it up to. So first off, Russell Garnett.
Traditionally, go for it.
It's your birthday. Hooray! What do you want to do? Hire a dog for a day? Buy a chocolate snowman. Jump on a bouncy bungalow machine. Now think bigger. Why don't you go to that festival in the desert in America where cool hip people go to listen to electric music dressed as bears and wolf creatures? Out of the air to the whoop whoop. Hey, here's some drugs. Do you want a drug ecstasy pill drug? Yeah, why not? You were only young 7 years ago. Bad drugs
Still am,
send
mate.
you on a vision quest. You see your magic spirit guide. It's Kim Cattrall, but with the face of a lizard and the body of a lizard. You're intoxicated by his sassy lizard ways, drawn ever forward by the waft of cosmopolitans that carries on the breeze. But wait, what's this? Reality hits you like a ghost train, like a normal train but scary, like a ghost, and heavy and fast, like a train. You're on your own in a desert. Your magic spirit guide of lizard Kim Cattrall turns out to be an actual lizard. Shit. There's no one around. All you can see is sand. So, Russ, how would you survive without water? Go.
Okay, so first thing you do is you need to find some plastic, whether it be on your person or just generally around. You get the plastic, you need to hook it up in certain points so that overnight the condensation will land on the plastic and then you can form that into a tube. If you've got a bottle or a receptacle on you, bang, you're straight in. Second thing, you divine water. So if you've got some twigs, which you can easily do, you can use those twigs and they will point you in the direction of where the nearest well is. 3, you dig. There's always going to be water beneath the ground. Wherever you are in the world, that's where water comes from. 4, you get a phone and if you've got a phone, presumably. Everyone's got a phone these days. You Google, where is the nearest water? You ask them, you get a what's the app, and you say
5 seconds.
You can find your own location so you can get people to do that. The only other way you get water is by sweating it out yourself, or drinking your own water. There's always a supply in your own bottle.
Okay.
Very good.
That was extremely
Fine effort. Fine
strong.
effort.
That was really strong. And what you said corresponded a lot with what they put on mentalfloss.com.
Oh yeah.
So I would say one of the things they said is get motivated. So you don't want to become confused and things like that. I think you hinted at some of that with your kind of street smart ways.
You sounded very motivated.
But I'm going to take that point away because you said you should sweat it out. You've got a constant source of water in your own body. Their second tip is don't sweat it because you will lose all your water.
I like the idea of you licking your own sweat.
People always sweat. You cannot stop that. So embrace it rather than, if anything, I'm agreeing with the point you've said there.
But the point is taken away. So you're on 0, back to 0. They say find a stream or river or a lake.
It's too obvious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Find a tap.
You said I was in the desert. The desert implies there is no stream or lake.
That is true. Okay, forget about that. Don't go bananas. Don't lose your cool. I think I'll give you a point for that because you were calm and methodical. Make gravity work for you. If you're lucky, gravity will have done some of the heavy lifting. Water flows downhill. I mean,
I said water is down.
You did say water is down. Okay.
I did. I said it was in the ground. I said water is always in the ground, which is why you need to dig downhill.
Okay,
Point.
you did say that, and they do.
You didn't say dig up at all. You did mention digging up.
I'm gonna give you 3 points there, Russ. That was very, very good.
Very good.
Indeed.
All right, thanks.
Okay, Dave. It's just another normal day in the life of Dave. Could this day get any normal? Everything is a solid 5 out of 10. Muesli, not enough raisins. Morning poo, not a clean white at all. Weather, bog standard drizzle. You'll walk into work when a bus drives past you, right by a giant puddle. Oh no! You run to avoid it and head down a dark alley, diving out of the way of the splash. The alley's one you've never been to before. Before you in the secret alleyway is a lamp. Like one of those magic ones you get. You rub it, like proper vigorous style, and Jermaine Greer pops out. Huh? Without asking, she casts a feminist spell on you, makes you a 55-year-old woman as a penance for all those sexist things you did in the past. You know, those things. So, Dave, how would you survive the menopause?
Okay, hormones. I need lots of hormones. HRT, hormone replacement therapy, would get that straight back in. I would be hot, so I would need to like cool myself down with fans and water and ice and things like that. I'd probably get some mood swings, so I would need to kind of keep calm and just be aware that my moods would be quite changeable. Fuck, I think I might be going through the menopause now, actually. I would talk to friends, get advice, speak to medical professionals for advice on how to best de-menopause myself. That's a word. I would also do some research and find out articles, magazines, research the internet to find out.
5 seconds.
And I would just hope and pray that it would all be over soon.
Okay, what, life? Or...
I was running out of things to say.
Dave, that was strong. That was actually very strong. So they do say seek expert help. You've got that. They don't say anything about wanting to cool yourself down all the time, but they do say things about lifestyle adjustments, like diet and exercise to reduce those kinds of things. So I will give you half a point for that. Talking to friends, maintaining social contacts, you got another one for that. Did you say maintain and nourish your sexuality?
No.
No, well that's number 9 on the list.
It's not like me, really.
I know, you're always telling people to maintain and nourish their sexuality. Especially the one time you haven't said it.
Yeah, the only time.
And it also says to read the Midlife Bible, A Woman's Guide to Survival of the Menopause. And you did say to look up stuff yourself. So I think I'm going to give you 3.5 points there. Very strong. The winner there with a solid was Dave, I think.
Very nice.
Well done, Dave.
Yeah, fucking, I know all about the menopause. Yeah. I have no troubles with that.
Russ, is it your... Do you have your game, Russ?
Yeah, I do have my game. It's the same game I tried last time. We're going to give it another go. But this time it's Halloween themed. So what you each need to do now is you need to message me, whatever way you want, a Halloween related movie star. So it doesn't have to be the character they play, the actor or actress. Yeah? So you message me that person now. Bear in mind there's an element of bluffing here, so you might want to message me the thing that you think somebody else might think of to fool your fellow competitors. So go for it. But let me know how you're messaging me.
Okay, so we're messaging you a Halloween themed actor or actress.
Correct.
Okay, mine's coming to you on WhatsApp. Is that all right?
Yep.
I was about to message the whole group. Okay. That would have been silly.
Okay.
Need to get yourself a WhatsApp picture, Russ.
Have I not got one?
No, not as far as I can see.
That's not that one. Okay, got a message in. Okay, I got another message in. Just need one more message in. Okay, excellent. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to I mean, not everybody's listened to the rules, but that's fine. That could be.
Say the rules. Say the rules again, Russ.
The rules are that you've sent me an actor who has played in a Halloween film. Okay, so that's good, and I like what you've all done. And I'm going to read them out once. And
So it's an actor or a character?
it's an actor. So I'm just going to read them out once.
Sorry.
And
It's me you're talking about. It's me. He played himself. He played himself.
I think this might give
Yeah.
it. This might give it away slightly.
This is some incredible bluffing by Dave, or incredible giving away your clues. Okay, so here goes the names. So we've got Freddie Prinze Jr. from I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm going to say these once. You've got to remember them. We have Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Can I send you another one, please? Can I send you another one?
We have Christina Ricci from Addams Family, and we have Neve Campbell from Scream. So,
Okay,
Dan,
1 minute.
you're up first.
What was the last one?
It was
Neve Campbell and somebody.
Neve Campbell from Scream. Yeah.
And what was the one before that?
Was Christina Ricci
Yeah,
from Addams Family,
Christina Ricci.
and we had Freddie Prinze Jr. from I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street films.
Okay.
See, if you were a good friend, you would have said the actor. You would have said the actor. You would have covered up my error.
No,
What
I
about you,
was going
Dave?
with the other way, Dave. I was gonna say it, and then you could have bluffed that somebody else had done that.
I'm not a good enough liar.
Shall we? Right, everybody come up with a new one. Everybody come up with a new one, because this won't work, Dave, if you give this a...
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Can we?
Yeah,
Can
no,
we? I really wanted to play this game as well.
Oh, yeah, you're playing it. You're doing well. You're doing well. Okay,
So we have to
message
come
me
up with another.
another
Can we?
character.
Can we have an edit? Sorry, Dan.
No, there can be no edit. It can only be real. But we can
Right,
definitely ride through. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready? Right. So
So
we
is it-
have
Yeah. So careers.
Okay. Better one. Better one.
Restart.
right. Okay. First one up is Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters. Second one up, Tim Curry from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Third up, Keith Sutherland from The Lost Boys, and Michael Keaton from Beetlejuice. Now, I won't be repeating them. That's the only time you're going to hear them. Right, Dan, you're off. Who picked who?
Dave picked Kiefer Sutherland. Joe picked Dan Aykroyd, and you picked Michael Keaton.
You only get to pick one person, so you got to just pick one of those as the one that you definitely think.
Oh, just one. Okay, sorry. Right.
Just one of those three.
Right. Okay.
You one that you're the most confident in.
Right. I reckon. Oh, I don't know. I reckon Michael Keaton, Russ.
Dan, that's incorrect. Right.
Okay.
Joe. Who do you think
Okay.
who?
I think that. So I think it's a double bluff. So, because obviously, Dave picked, is it Tim Curry from Rocky Horror Picture Show? Because he's really into Rocky Horror Picture Show.
He does
So
like
then I
Rocky
thought
Picture Show, yeah.
everyone knows that, but then I
They've
thought.
got it so wrong the first time round. I don't know if he's double bluffing.
Okay, well I'm going Dave Rocky
Or
Horror
is he?
Picture Show, Tim Curry.
For who?
I'm going Dave Rocky Horror Picture Show, Tim Curry.
Dave, is that right?
No.
That is wrong.
Very nice.
Dave, you'll go. Dave, who
I'm
picked
gonna
who?
say Dan went for Tim Curry from the Rocky Horror Show.
Dan, is that right?
That is correct.
Dave, you've got Dan on your team.
Sorry, Dave.
It's alright, you'll be great when you get through puberty.
Right. Now, without vocalizing who Dave you have picked, you two can now work together to try and work out who Joe and I have got. Joe can still win, and I can still win. Go. You've only got 10 seconds.
Hmm. Without saying anything.
No, you can say, you can talk aloud to one another.
What, me and Dave have got to work this out?
Yeah, you've just wasted your whole time. Right, you can pick.
What, Russ, sorry, I was a bit confused. Were me and Dave
You
supposed to
two
work?
can now discuss between one another who
Okay.
you think Joe and I have picked.
Right,
But you only get 10 seconds to do
I'm-
so. You can't say, Dave, who you've got. Go.
Okay. In the excitement, I've just closed down my Skype.
Okay. Right.
Right, time up. Time
Yeah.
up. You've had a lot of time here. Come on.
Okay, so,
Okay.
Dave, do you think this?
I think that that is correct for Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay. We think Joe is Dan Aykroyd.
Incorrect.
Ah.
Dear. Joe could win the whole game here if he gets this right.
Okay. All right, Russ, you're Dan
Yes.
Aykroyd. Okay.
Correct. But you haven't won the whole site, so it's 2 apiece.
Yeah. So we've now got to get one of theirs, and then we. Pretty
The
much,
trouble
yeah.
with picking me is, though, I know the answers, so I can't help you out.
But surely that is the best thing about picking you, because you know all the answers. Okay.
Yeah, but I can't believe
Well, here's the tricky thing, because I don't remember who the other ones were. So there was. I know who I am. There were. People. No, I can't. Hold on. I've forgotten who everyone else was.
Freddy Krueger.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
So you're looking to find out who Dave is now. You know who you are, you
Yeah,
know who I am, and you know
Yeah.
Dan. So who is Dave?
but I can't remember what the film was. That's the other missing film.
Who was the character?
What's a?
Told you had to pay attention.
Joe
know.
Webb. Joe Webb. Joe Webb.
I can't remember. I can't remember what the character was. What Halloween films?
Joe.
You've got 10 seconds.
Joe Butterball. Joe Butterball. Joe Butterball.
It was a guy, I think.
Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots. How do they taste?
I don't know. I fucked it.
You give up.
Yeah.
Dave, it falls to you to guess who you think Joe is.
Well, then Joe must be Michael Keaton.
Yes.
Joe, you Keaton? Dave wins.
Very nice.
Who were you, Dave?
I was Kiefer Sutherland.
Ah!
Lost Boys.
Snarf.
Can I
Yeah,
say
okay,
that
good,
now?
good.
Because I remember it now.
Yeah, go for it.
He was Kiefer Sutherland.
Hey! No way!
Yes!
Yeah,
That's mental.
okay.
Good work.
Well, as soon as he said it, I remembered it. So it's
Yeah,
like
sometimes it's just that helps, isn't it?
sometimes
Yeah.
you just need someone to tell you
What the answer is.
The
Yeah.
answer, yeah.
No shame in
No.
that. No shame in that. That's for sure.
No, yeah.
No shame. Be big enough to admit that you might need to know the answer from somebody.
In a way, that makes me the real winner.
Yeah.
In another way, it makes you the loser, though. In the technical way of who won, but well
Oh.
played. A good
In
game.
that way.
Should we? Have you got another one, Russ?
Oh,
No.
I'm gonna have to get off, guys.
Okay, cool. All right then. Well, let's wrap it up then. Thank you very much, Mr. Butterball. Thanks for joining us. Thank you much, Dave White. Thanks very much, Russell Garnett. This has been Back Chat Frat. You can catch us at Slack. Bye bye. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Cheerio.
Bye
Bye.
bye.